Yeah. Welcome all to Open Minds Open Mic, the place to be if you want to have a nice poetic delight. Tonight we have a special night of action, of shenanigans, poetry, and everything in between, including a feature from Joeski C. And if you're not familiar with his music, his spoken word, prepare to get your socks rocked. As mentioned earlier, I did post the list on the meeting chat, so follow that. If you need to be bumped up sooner, please let us know. But we're gonna get this shindig underway. Um, on deck, we have Lantern Carrier, but kicking things off tonight, please give it up for Thomas Open Minds. Unmute and take it away when you are ready.
How y'all doing? I don't know if you can still see my video because I'm on my phone and I got the text pulled up, but can you see where I'm at? Bet. I'm sitting by this beautiful river. Me and Catalyst, 6 year anniversary was yesterday, 8/8. And so I wanted to read all the poems that I've written for her over the last couple years. This one's called Catalyst, You So Cool. I often find myself getting lost in your eyes, high and kind. You're melting frost in my mind, tossing aside any doubt I've ever held on to. Lost in my pride, I'll shout, I'll forever belong to you. Watching you move is like a movie to me. You truly are the grooviest being I've ever seen. My queen of green and all things cat related. A concentrated ball of cute molecules. You glued my eyeballs to you. I'm lost without who? Catalyst. Dreaming of your soul since I was nil years old, breathing in your essence relentlessly. Secretly, I stopped to think what led you to me. Where was I resting before I met thee? When was I blessed to be with you? Why does every day feel like a dream? It's true. I can't figure out how. I was so lucky to meet you. Wishing I could treat you to all the glorious things you seek to do. Side by side, we were always meant to be. Let's ride this ride and see where it brings the two of us. Our love will ring throughout destiny, a view of trust. Everything we knew to be true of lust and love. I'll always put you above my own soul, 'cause you're my home. I got no other place to go. So thank you for being there, for showing you care. And then this next one, Jessica, you so cool. There, there's two of them, Jess and Karen. I only wish the best for you, my stony, dear, sweet Jessica. I think it's pretty fucking dope watching you float around so high, like the ground is a lie. Not even there, swimming in thin air. Do I dare request a kiss with the minimal amount of minerals in my mouth? So often, circles of hearts surround me. Your softened vocals and parts ground me. No joke. It's so damn cool the way you move. I toke hits and slam fuel made with bits of your groove. You always seem to prove to me a few Sunday dreams grew in me. Thanks to you, blanks I drew became clear. Regained sight seer whenever you came near. Clever, cool, witty, smart, never drool, pretty heart. Your art is amazing. The way you rearrange things, no bore outsmart, blazing the sayings true strange brings. Digging bones from the earth, stuff them in your purse. picking stones, some only the worth, the rebirth from you. Always score purrs from our furry kids. Hurry, it's time for some bliss that this rhyme is meant to get. So please fly by and swoop in with your sexy lips. So one time I don't get the kiss at the end of that one because just at home stuff. Picture her kissing me. All right, and then this last one, just the last Adam. Feeling crazy, craving the creative crevices of your brain, baby. Am I insane? Maybe. Thanks for saving me. It's absolutely fucking amazing how you float around the 3D space we seem to be trapped in. But I'm laughing. Every time we break into the next plane of being, it's beginning to be so frequently. I think if we push a little harder, we can secretly become these astral beings we see in these higher realms. Is that DMT? May I please have a smell? Fuck it. Let me puff it till my lungs swell. Holding, holding, holding. Oh hell. I just broke through to heaven. Now I'm laughing with the elves. Mother Gaia sharing knowledge of the past incarnations of our love, knowing it'll never pass. Forever together, even after we gasp for our last bit of air. Our souls release the grasp we had on this physical form. Reborn, it won't be long till we can keep each other warm once more. You're my favorite soul. It's always been you that I adore. Sworn to love and protect you until the last atom is torn apart and the universe turns dark. It'll just be you and I beaming through space as pure love and light. You know I'm right by your side for the rest of time, for I am yours and you are mine. Thank y'all. Happy anniversary, Cat. I love you. I'll be home in a bit.
Everybody unmute, show some love for not just Thomas Open Minds, but Thomas Open Minds and Catalyst, our happy couple here in Open Minds. Give it up.
Woo! Yeah, Thomas,
Happy
Catalyst.
anniversary.
Woo! We love
Happy
you.
anniversary. Those were beautiful.
I just want to quickly add, I just posted in the meeting chat Cash App link and a PayPal link for Thomas here. Just to be able to chip in and see if we can get Thomas to get Catalyst a sweet little anniversary gift or something along lines of that. Information's right there. Show some love. Chip in if you can. And one more time, give it up for Thomas Open Minds. Fuck yeah, brother.
Woo! Woo!
Yes.
Always great to see you here. You know, the father figure here, along with Catalyst, the mother figure, you know. Gotta start somewhere, and these two were the ones. And expect them to be back sometime soon when everything's more sorted out. Big things are coming. Just you wait.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Oh, yeah.
We're pretty much healed up. We ready for big things from Open Minds in the future, y'all. So look forward to that.
Looking forward to whatever we got going on now and moving forward. And speaking of moving forward, we're gonna move forward with this open mic. Hell yeah. Stepping up to the plate now. Well, before we get to Lanterns, want to say, on deck we have Marianne Teft, but stepping up to the plate we got Lantern Carrier. Take it away when you are ready.
Thank you, my brother. I'll give you 5 sonnets in free verse. The crimson sun rinses the sky. Dark clouds disappear like silhouettes, whose images become suddenly transparent. Dawn heralds an indigo blue moon as hope blossoms in the hyacinths and camellias. Beneath the cool willow where my beloved embraces me, She kisses my breath and my heart trembles sweetly. Zephyrs dance within the blossoms, cooling the burning flames of our luster in the serene stillness of unmeasured time. A supernal radiance lights up my soul. We hear the magical sutras of cockatiels and canaries singing their harmonious psalms of unspoken love. We hug tightly in the silence of the morn and become one. Okay, I'll go on to number 2. The mind flowed radiantly on an emblazoned firmament. My heart was a fire of purest joy. My soul wept with an intensity of sweetness, soaked in the fountain of eons of knowledge. I sprung out of my nakedness and longing, became a pilgrim in this hallowed field of silence. Smiling and dancing, my inner sun ascended on the chariot of an illustrious light. My mental cobwebs became disentangled. I left behind the shadows of the night. Love filled my spirit with the magic of its sweetness. My dreams of millennia were now fulfilled. I died to the ego of my own doing as love soaked my heart with gratitude supreme. Sonnet number 3. Silence embraces me as I rescind into the evening tide. My flame waves dance into the heart of the horizon as the earth replenishes my longing. Rejuvenated, I prepare for tomorrow's virgin sunrise as new beginnings smile upon my brow. I go forth into another dawn, set sail as the boatman steadies my mast. Eons of struggle looms large before me, and my bow becomes heavily turbulent. The breath of the ocean beckons me as I float on the crest of vicissitudes anew. Dauntlessly surfing the tsunami waves, I mimic an augmented light, shining brilliantly within the splendid mansion of the soul. Next one. I wish I could sing like starlings, dart within the foliage of lush green leaves, display the eloquence of nightingales, awakening the flowers with magical words. I wish I could resonate like music, me floating on chords, whispering to the heart, I love you. Then I will dance with illustrious moonbeams, laugh with the shooting stars of heaven. I wish to disperse like clouds of dawn, revealing the splendor of the radiant sun, soaring like the immortal phoenix to bask in the joys of perennial freedom. I wish I could flirt like the hummingbird, adorned in a tapestry of effulgent light, kissing the cheeks of morning glories, transmitting their light with vivacity. I wish for the smile in the breath of silence, offering praises to the glories of love. And my final one, enraptured. You came suddenly, like a bewildering angel, inebriating this temple with kisses. Lips incoherent, my tongue mute, the earth massaged my feet as I stumbled, overwhelmed by an intoxication of love. I hear the melodies of sparrows and nightingales, those sweet familiar songs resonating rhythms in my core. They soothe my trance like unknown tempos, a variety of symphonies wooing my being with delight. A new dawn dances, whispering music to a breath now inconsistent with its rhythm. Daybreak caresses my face, comforting the heart with its rays. My ego dies as you pour nectar into my being, trickling its way like a fine vintage into the profundity of the soul, lantern carrier. Thank you.
Man, this is why he is our Sage of Light. Everybody unmute and show some love for Lantern Carrier.
Beautiful lantern.
Yes, my brother. The earth massaged my feet as I stumble. I felt that walking by the riverbed earlier.
I was
Oh,
at
man.
one with you, Thomas.
Thank you, Lantern, for all you do, and once again providing us with your wonderful spoken word. One more time,
you.
give it up for Lantern Carrier.
Thank you.
You.
Okay. On deck, we have Cora Gray. But stepping up to the plate now, batting third, we have Marion Teft. Take it away when you are ready. The mic is yours.
Thank you so much, Dre. It's really a pleasure to see you and everyone this evening. I've been on a little sojourn out here in the Pacific Northwest. And though I missed last night's Nuyo, unfortunately, I was walking the beach and I found this little gray stone that put me in the mind of the theme. And of course, it works like this if you've ever walked a beach. Currency. The gray-blue pebble fills my palm and the pocket of my hoodie in a way that bright coins never will. For I cannot rub my thumb along a minted alloy edge to feel any lasting contentment, the way I can smooth the surface of a light, igneous brick brought from the sea in a squall and tossed among agates to share the shore with seagulls and the trunks of foreign trees bleached by salt and sun until we find each other. And for my second piece, I'd like to share a poem based on another adventure. My sister and brother-in-law, who have spent much time, many years here in the state of Washington, thought it would be great fun to have me walk across Deception Pass, which is largely billed as one of the scariest bridges anywhere around. It isn't so bad, but I could see why people would think so in a fog. And in any case, piece is called Deception Pass. The call of the void begins 3 steps from the middle of the 2-laned bridge, just wide enough to carry 1.5 cars if they inhale, between the green and rocky islands that hold the gaze fast. And yet I cannot help staring down at the boats, sails filled with August sunshine and soon to be September memories. My left hand cannot encircle the emerald railing that slices the seascape. I reach with my right for the slim lifelines I know from cruises in a past life. Encased in pock-marked plastic, they slide through the loop of my thumb and forefinger in a way that I tell myself passes for nonchalance, even in the split second when my grip must accommodate the 2 large turnbuckles at the end of the bridge. I recall dreams of flying and none of falling, and in this moment I know I am just fine. Yet my footprints will forever walk beside those who made another choice midway, on a day when every sail on their horizon was filled with rain that only they could see. Thank you.
All right, everybody unmute and show some love for Marianne Teft.
So
Hell yeah.
All righty.
emerald railings on the
Yeah.
sea life.
Wow, that was
Yes,
beautiful.
Marianne.
Thank you for that.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Just like your soul. Thank you for that.
It's been a while since we had a little bit of your touch here, but it's always nice to be graced by your words here. One more time, give it up for Marianne Sept.
Woo!
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I just want to have a quick reminder to everybody here. When people are performing, please ensure that your mic is off, that you are mute. Otherwise, there'll be some times where maybe some of your audio will interfere, and then we'll have moments where we get to see your screen instead of the performer's screen, and that could just not be cool. So just ensure that you have your mics off while performers are on, please and thank you. With that said, I'm just gonna continue on with the open mic. Stepping up to the plate now. Well, on deck we have MT, but at this time, please give it up for Cora Gray. Unmute and take it away when you are ready.
Cora!
I really like the nature theme. I came here prepared with something different, but I have something I wrote. I don't even want to call it a poem. It's just a journal entry that happened when I was at the grotto. I guess it's pretty poetic, but we'll see. How does one write about honeybees clinging to rocks, dipping their thin black hands into sun-dried algae, as white as salt brine browned by decaying carbon, clinging to it while their tongues reach into shallow water? How does one convey the broad spectrum of life stirring beyond bees bumbling about like thirsty sailors on leave? How, in the same instant of droplets entering abdomens, the wind tousles defeated grasses, barely manages a dying breath of movement between willow curtain or lanky poplar leaves above the grotto? How does one write a scene that moves onward as the nib of calligraphy pen captures its ghost? Even the bare consistency of rapid water falling, ripples marching is but a thimble of essence to ears listening, attempting to decipher the syllables between each leader, separated from river into pool into murky oasis beyond the sycamore tree line, lining distant embankment. If I were still a photographer, I would be less contented with still frame captures. Photographs rarely move as words move. If I were to paint a picture with brushstrokes compiled over hours, I would be less contented with impurities in the colors. Paintings rarely breathe as words breathe. And yet, I find myself writing, asking, how does one convey how honeybees drink from a river, realizing that all the words I could ever use would never equal the way they do so in the moment? Poem. And then I have one that I've been workshopping. I have like
By the way,
5
I love the
different
prism.
endings. Huh?
I love the prism of light beaming through you. It really brings your eyes out.
Oh, thanks. This is one I workshopped. I wrote it yesterday and I read it at an open mic last night, but then I have edits like all up and down the page, which maybe you can't see, but the end, I'm not sure about the end, but the rest of it I think is pretty good. So different energy shift. I fear our attention spans have quickened to the point that great suffering is no longer angering to us, but for the 7 seconds our consciousness is locked into media feeds, scrolling endlessly into the darkness of dawn where dunes of doom shift with every narrative, criticism, and opinion siphoned from a lattice of world events, split into snippets, censored for graphic images of the innocent bomb to shreds, children without limbs or heads, stomachs as skeletal and hollow as Ecuadorian caves, where tourists go spelunking, searching for endangered bats that feel just as threatened by luminescence as we are when faced with scenes of moral afflictions. I fear our attention spans have declined into a point of planned obsolescence. Even the best of us who have the ability to burden the flames of resistance must subside at times to focus on the basics. Survival, not of the fittest, as a geriatric scientist once said, but of the richest, who derail the riches of shared spaces and sign ammunition packages with their scribbled signatures of egos reaching for pearls in coffins. Coffins which line the pockets of barons, banks, and battalions marching to paint the landscape red with hatred and disdain for their very own existence. I fear our attention spans have lost their sense of direction. Even as I speak and you listen, the phrases delineate from their positions, intermingle, and now blend into impermanence. Like the homeless woman with manic depression standing on the median stares into your window, hoping the stoplight stays red while you wait for the opposite. Thinking how unfortunate it must be to have no money to give or receive in the 3 seconds it takes for you to leave her, equally, if not more, desperate for connection. Genuine human interaction is in scarce supply when every eye juggles daily life with quick glances of digital dopamine. That bubbling Chardonnay of cacophony, bled dry of authentic communication, feeds us clips of backflips and tourniquets, push-up bras and bloody saws, 90-second reels of first words and last breaths, and intuitive messages every 7 seconds that ring like the burning bells of Notre Dame during the pandemic. There are beings suffering, worse than we going about our business. If only we could all focus longer than it took for them, for the impoverished to ascertain assistance, then we wouldn't be so damn tired of searching for the next silver lining. Perhaps we would even find the energy to prevent great suffering from continually climbing. Poem. Thanks for listening.
That's the least that we could do. Thank you for writing and sharing that with us tonight. Everybody give it up for
Mike,
Cora Gray.
Thank
Cora,
you.
yo,
Cora,
man,
killing
love
it.
you.
Thank you, Cora.
Cora, that was so dope.
And
I love that.
the light that is on you is just perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really is.
100%.
Like it's
It
the
really brings
bomb.
your eyes out. It's beautiful.
Here, I'll give you guys some light too.
Yeah, I'm feeling the hair too. Yeah, that's awesome.
Always a delight to have you here, Cora. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. And looking forward to be hearing more for you, definitely. One more time, get up for Cora. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cora, Cora, Cora.
All right, we're gonna keep this train rolling. On deck, we got Baba and Goma, but stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for Empty Paridi and his bud Steps. Take it away when you are ready.
What up? Hey everyone, it's MT Paridi here. I'm gonna do 2, and then I'm gonna pass it over to my boy Steps here. He's gonna do 2. Yeah, thanks for having us. Love what's happening here. If you don't know me, I run a poetry art magazine that's all about the open mic scene, but it's the in-person scene here in New York. And it's called The Scene. So check us out at thescene.life. Just a quick little plug on Instagram and stuff. But here goes. So I'm gonna do one piece from memory, and then I'm gonna do new shit. So this first piece is called Fear in All Directions. And it's about the past kind of catching up with you. So here goes. Fear of all the things you've done come back around a web you've spun, stalking consequences come, the past something you can't outrun. Each step, another shoe to drop. What waits around the corner? Set a trap, a hidden cop. The latter becomes former. They loop around and circle back. My defense becomes attack. Karma catching up with lack. I built these walls, a sticky stack. Stuck in memories of madness, locked and blocked off from the now. The past is just a road to sadness, dooming, looming, don't know how. Easy to draw our attention back to the mistakes we made. The regrets, they come with the question, why do I throw my own shade? Shadows cast into the future, so afraid of what's in store, can't appreciate the present. Sutures barely hold my core. Together ripping, tearing seams, get a gripping, dripping dreams into nightmares, hearing screams. Why do I dare scary scenes? Every image, every way I look so shook. Yes, every day, every game they try to play brings me closer to dismay. Body won't let me stay in one place. Every direction, the same disgrace. Got to get moving, get back on the case to figure out what's stalking my pace. With caution, I travel, peep around corners, start to unravel, break through the borders, banging the gavel, given my orders, crumbling castle, pile of ordure. Gods, this is torture, always on edge. A broken vow, a promise, a pledge, a golden cow. It's time to confess, taking a bow. I want it to end. Poem. All right, cool. So that was one. And then I'll do new shit. And it's not just new shit. So I wrote this yesterday. It's also love shit. Super love shit. It's so you might have heard of an I am poem. Well, this is what I'm calling a you are poem. And so the title is You Are, but I think it might be its own thing. So you are. You are the life I've been waiting to live. You are the poem I've been waiting to write. You are the culmination of all my authenticity, because it was in being my authentic self that I attracted you. Loving you makes living life art. You are what the universe brought me when I was being my truest self. You are the confirmation that I am on the right road. You are the yes and amen of the cosmos. You are my North Star, guiding me on the sea of my fails, the wind in my sails, the light at the end of the tunnel, the destination that opens up into its own new journey. You are my top priority and take primacy over all. You rule like benevolent queen, and I'm ever at your service. Knight me to stand by your side, my sword always ready to ignite your pride. You're my quest, my purpose, my greatest dream. You are my inspiration to breathe and the breath in my lungs. Your horde are my closest companions, and you, my dearest friend. You are the tome of my life, and I will write my best stories upon your canvas. You are the paint, the brush, the easel too, the finished work, the process through which I show the world what means the most to me. You are the truth that can't be escaped. You are the one that can't be replaced. You are the blood that pumps through my veins. Carrying life to my limbs, you animate me, electrify me, breathing being into my flesh. You are the sky above with all its wonders. You are the earth below with all its gravity, holding me, clung to you. And you are the sea I swim, the depths I dive, the weight of oceans, you make me alive. You are the mountaintop and the path. You are the first and the last. You are divine. You are sublime. You are a gift given by time. You are my poetry's greatest muse. You are the source of grace and the pinnacle of freedom. You are the finished race. You're the grave I want to be buried in, the fire that consumes me, and I'll gladly be your ashes. Poem. So that's some love fucking shit right there. That's some love shit. So yes, thank you for letting me share. I appreciate you all.
Before we get to steps, let's just take a moment and unmute and show some love for that love shit. MT Pretty, everybody. Unmute and show some love.
MT! Yeah, from my
MT.
native Long Island, brother, holding it down. I left when I was young, but I'm glad you're holding it down, brother. We love you.
Yeah, that's some real love, yo.
Thank
And-
you all. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I did post the link to the scene.life in the group chat, so please do yourselves a favor and check that out. And follow him on Instagram. Yeah, because MT is the shit. MT, one more time, everybody.
Yeah, MT, get it, boy.
And I believe now at this time, give it up for Steps.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Steps. I'm actually the poet on the ground for this scene. This I've been amazing being a part of this. So I'm going to read only new stuff. If my screen disappears because I'm using my phone to read. Okay, so
Whoa.
this one,
Is this your first time here?
yeah, it's my first time here.
Oh, everybody, please do me a favor. Unmute yourselves and give a big open minds, open welcome to this beautiful soul.
Woo!
Welcome to
Thank
the
you,
space.
thank you.
All
Woohoo.
right, man.
One of us.
Okay, so this first poem I'm gonna read is something I'm actually been working on, still kind of working through it. It's called Nocturnal Stardust. I'm nocturnal, the ghostly essence you hear knocking at your door, the natural feeling purging multiversal substantiality. In a nutshell, I compel dispel truths. Flash floods of spectral wisdom resemble verisimilitude of idealism. Mull over the low-down, laborious ego, inconsistent, assisted sandwich, packed peasants, drool, hiss, and hawk, paint, using unlatched traps, abuse an accustomed prune victim. Let me reassure dispositioned personalities like a suture of wounds, stitches, stretches, self-sacrificial arms surgically removed, undemanding foreshadow, battle of wills face from foreboding impediment of your own obtuse Eden. Phantasm, mental shape, contingent on love I could create. However, learning to step within your shadow became your disposition. Inscribing tablets of lost passions with stardust. Poem. So that poem.
That
Poet from
was dope, man. That was dope.
Thank you. I
Thank you. Thank
appreciate
you.
it. That poem
Thank
was
you for sharing that.
thank you. That poem was essentially like a combination of thinking about my soon to be kid and at the same time just what my mental state was at the moment and just trying to work it out. This poem is something I actually wrote for my nephew. Something that he's going through and I kind of been through at the same time. So hope you guys like this. It's called Mirrored Abandonment. How can you just abandon me? Leaving me to cross over the blood of the divine. Family is broken within the word of Christ, abandoned at the Holy Ghost bus stop. Figure it out. Being alone is the last crevice of escaping freedom. Mental dodgeballs launched towards the moon, packed with love and self-worth. Pitch a strike. And unfortunately, you don't belong. So why are you looking outfield? When you lack a substantial body to toss a circular objective towards. Strike. Your chest pitched a hole, abandonment filled with settlement, made restful gazes, peace. Full. Deceitful promises flip-flop like pancakes slathered in blueberry jam. Where is the trust? Wouldn't you turn your back and shut your mind? Maybe it got a little too real. Shedding tears. Boom. Thank you.
Damn
Yo,
right.
thanks for being here. Thank you for being you.
Everybody at this time, please show some love for Steps.
Yeah, Steps.
Thank you.
That's
And
my
now-
friend.
And now you know where to go on a Friday night. Consider this home. So welcome home. Everybody, one more time, show some love for Steps. Looking forward to be hearing more from you.
Thank you. I look forward to coming back.
Follow us on Instagram. There's more than one show that we have a week. We have a slew of shows. We'll go over that later on tonight, as the night goes on. But anyway, we're gonna keep this shindig rolling because we're gonna be plowing through the open mic, and then we're gonna end it off with our feature tonight in Joeski C, and that way we just land all of our energy and give him all that energy as he powers through this hell of a set. With that said, oh yeah, on deck we have Elemental, but stepping up to the plate now, next week's feature, Baba and Goma. Please unmute and take it away when you are ready.
What's up, y'all? It's good to be here. Good to see all of y'all. I'm gonna do two short ones, and I might end up doing one or two of them again next week, but we'll see. Mic check. Mic check. This is a test. This is a test. The state of disunion is homeless and has no address. This is a test. Wrapped in a tattered, blood-splattered banner, Fat Sam sleeps on park benches, begs spare change from the Japanese embassy, payback for Hiroshima. The Wall Street yo-yo defies balance. Budget won't budge, eviction papers served. Angry landlords demand cash deposits before postponement, but no postponement of poverty is granted. Only in God we trust. Stamped on a gold bullion or maybe a Krugerrand might do, but plastic melts down and jams up at ATM machines, and the ashes at the token booth is only a token of the sickness. It's 12:46 a.m. and this poem interrupts the night, demanding to be written, because bosses like bowling balls throw strikes against unions, and 30 pieces of silver won't save your soul. Willie lynched us so bad that violence doesn't shock us anymore. Not even death lasts forever, as a daily diet is elusive to the many. All the factories are closed, nothing's made here anymore, no one works, all the unions busted, everyone's gone fishing, all the fish are dead. Even nuns have dildos, and confessional chambers are not safe for your young sons. The cross is a sword used by a conqueror stuck in the heart of the earth. The richest country in the world is morally bankrupt. The president's broke. Sounds like an emergency to me. Some take it as a joke, a hoax to keep the peace at least, or at least to keep the peace. But I really need to know, are you listening? And can we all get to the same page in this book of life? Mic check, mic check. This is a test. This is a test. The state of This union is homeless and has no address. Tap, 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 tap. Is this thing on? Poem. Democracy teeter-totters on the precipice of our discontent. Put through the microscope of integrity, coming up deficient of honesty, as the college elects to misrepresent those crying out for proof that the so-called Constitution is constitutional, not just archaic babble left over from centuries past, guarded by laughing gargoyles on the steps of justice. Apathy is the aching tooth of Dracula, fangs dripping Middle Eastern oil as Fat Sam needs the colonic. 500 years of lies backed up in his constitution. Constituents tired of being pregnant with hope seek out abortions, feeling voting has no purpose in this hypocrisy, where the two-headed coin has two bad sides, and anywhere it falls, oppression rules. Martial law hiding in the shadow, waiting for the eagle to fall. Conspiracy theories ignored, while those who disorder the new world wait for its deliverance to the gates of hell. Poem.
Oh yeah, man. Everybody unmute and show some love for Baba and Goma.
Baba, I'm so excited for Friday. Holy, bro. I love you. I love you, love you, love you.
I'm excited to be seeing this feature with all y'all next week, and I'm gonna be sharing the flyer that will be on Instagram tomorrow, featuring Baba and Goma. Next week, same bad time, same bad channel. And again, this is going to be on the 16th, which would also be the Magus' 60th birthday. So expect some tributes to be had throughout the evening. One more time, please give it up for Baba and Goma.
Baba Ngoma, we love you, brother. Thank you so much for that
Back, back.
performance. I'm so excited for next Friday. We love you, man.
Looking forward to it. Love you back.
All the love here. So excited. Oh man, I'm so excited for the rest of this list here. Holy shit. Okay, with that said, on deck we got Rosalind, but stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for the host of the New York Poets Cafe's online open mic every Thursday. Check it out. Please give it up for Elemental. Unmute and take it away when you are ready.
What's good, good people? Peace, peace, and blessings to all you beautiful, crazy, incredible poets, to every single poet who came before me and after. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. It's Roz, by the way, and I haven't seen Roz in a while. Good to see you, Roz, for real. Listen, to all the folks in the building, Marianne Tepta, I haven't seen in a while. Cora, always good to see you. Deneen, wow, I think this is the most I've seen Deneen in a while. Good to see. As he said, I'm the host of the Thursday night, the online open mic presented by the legendary New Eureka Poets Cafe. We get down every Thursday. Come and join the greatest community in the world. I really was not planning on this. This is why you see this background, because this is so much wet paint that I'm about to sling on this screen. So shout out paint slingers. I had to come through to support Joeski, right? Rarely do we get a chance to hear Joeski in more than 3-minute increments. So I'm looking forward to this. And then I got a chance to hear Baba, right? Lanterns here. Maze is coming. This is ridiculous. All right. So this is really new shit, folks. Really, like, it's paint dripping off my fingers for real. But it's what we do. This daybreak. Hate to say I'm sorry, but I was lying when I said hello, so let's start over. I was dreaming when I stopped you from crashing my love into your good goddamn and woke up in a why didn't I do this years ago? I could only say, how in our interpretation of beauty could you ever step into my sight line and expect not to crash land into I love you? Hi. My name is every sweet nothing sugar ever dreamed and forgot, then shattered into glorious plantation days with glasses full of work songs that sound like power, like money, like rows of education models turned hairstyles, classrooms, cells to make biology sociology. With an audacity to sprinkle psychology-laced trickery on free lunch systems, feed future freedom fighters heavy doses of explosive pure sulfur, and have a nerve to pray or a moment of silence their guilt into pledge of allegiance. Dear God, is it curriculum or core subjects that make calisthenics of catastrophes where social studies become SES hierarchy? Pardon me, I get carried away by slave ships, renamed, zoned, sculpted into classes. Traded whips for standardized testing cycles. Now massa simply creeps round slave brains every quarter of an hour, take time, make a test, measure mind frames and states of stress set at 68 degrees to increase the learning ability. It's funny, this mockery of identity with a hyphen standing in between still requires your death, if necessary, for votes. To rip tongues from ballots, make tonsils tungsten, firing bullets of bigotry one speech at a time. My fellow lost, children of Shabazz, I'm sorry to the gods and the earth for calculating mathematics and mouth of madness. Degrees of tyranny. Reinforcement of supremacy that flipped 13 made it 23. Now every part of me belongs to we, the people, the people, the people. I was dreaming when I wrote this. I heard him say, how could you ever love a lover's spirit without loving the love that loved you into love? Life. Living in loveless, law-abiding citizenship, sailing off flat earth edges that we weren't the original few, belonging to solar flares that dared to take their war to their doors, screaming, I love you. With every ounce of 1968 John Carlos and Tommy Frazier I can conjure. Hi, my name is Daybreak. Welcome to the revolution. Peace, y'all.
Oh man, always impactful.
Well, hello there, Daybreak.
Going out,
It's nice to
gunning
meet you.
from the beginning. Everybody unmute and show some love for Elemental.
We do it every time, man.
Elemental, my brother.
Yeah, that was fire. That was fire, brother. That was fire.
Fire. That's definitely Elemental's elements right there. Holy shit. Always fun one to feel my brain melts by his words. Keep firing, dude. Keep writing. Love you, dude.
Yeah,
One more time.
That.
One more time. Unmute and just give it up for Elemental one more time.
Yes, Elemental.
What? He writes poems? Elemental writes poems too?
No.
Nah, he don't write poems. He writes like homing missiles that just come in and blow your fucking mind.
No, I'm a professional mosquito milker. For real.
Where do you hold the mosquito to milk that motherfucker, right?
You see, that's only Elemental's secret, you know. Just gotta be in his elements. Hell yeah, brother. Now we're gonna keep going on with this show because that's what we do. So with that said, on deck we got CP Maze, but stepping up to the plate now. Please give it up for Roz. Unmute and take it away when you are ready.
I just want to say it's not fair to go after Elemental ever. But anyway, it's my first time here, and I'm here for
Whoa, it's
Joeski.
your first time here. Before we hear you spit a poem, could
Yep.
everybody unmute yourselves and give a big open mind, open arms, open heart welcome to Rosalind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you.
It's
Welcome.
good to see you, Roz.
Thank
Welcome
you.
home.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. I had no idea I was gonna see such familiar faces. I love to see you all. And I think I'm gonna share two pieces. The first one goes like this. The man in love is clothed in the finest suit that he owns. But what he doesn't wear well is the despair in his eyes as he can't help but realize that she's gone. Smiling big, her gaze distant. She calls out for Jehovah because she's certain he will fix this. But the case is on at 12 on the dot, and she'll lose her baby boy if she just doesn't agree. She's adamant that the Lord will cure faster than anything in the medicine cabinet. The man in love has hands that are meant to hold hers, but he's growing tired. No Bible or prescription can help her brain rewire. He's gone. He's done all that he can to keep her from herself. Perhaps walking away in his church shoes is an act of love after all, because she's far gone. Smile bigger, eyes even more distant, and he's got no fight left in him for her. The next one's called Love Letter to All Late Bloomers. It took this body years to abandon the mold of a prepubescent boy. It took long for these hands to be convinced that they could craft a good home-cooked meal without betraying the feminist in me. It took these feet too long to walk into rooms without apologizing for the way my heels demand to be felt by the ground beneath me. Too long for this tongue to stop whipping, slashing the deserving and undeserving alike. Too long for this charisma to deem itself worthy of more than just half a dozen witnesses. For these jokes to have an audience, for this laugh to be recognized. I spent too much time in the shadows, taking a back seat because anxiety said so. Fading into the background because front and center called for vulnerability. What is time anyway? If not a ball and chain, if not a slap to the face. We'll get there, if and when it's meant to be. Is a flower that takes longer to grow any less beautiful or any less worthy? End poem.
Oh my goodness. Everybody unmute and give it up for Roz at this time.
Oh, Roz, that was beautiful.
Welcome home. That was beautiful. We hope to hear more. Like, welcome home.
Thank you.
Dope, bro. It's been too long since I heard you.
And
Way too
that's and with that said, you are more than welcome to be back here every Friday night, 7 p.m. I guess this is a good time to just do a quick rundown of all the shows that we have on Open Minds. Every Saturday we have the Slam Jam at 5 p.m. It's a slam workshop and an open mic here in the same Zoom room. Every Monday night we have Chaos Magic, a Monday night open mic where you're encouraged to do one original and one cover, but do as you would love to do. Yeah, that's every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also every Tuesday, we have Heart of the Artist with co-hosts Whisper Poet and Catalyst, where they interview a woman poet and just delve into their creative process. And that's every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find all this information out plus more on Instagram if you just look up Open Minds Open Mic. That was a mouthful, and I feel self-conscious of that. So with that said, one more time, give it up for Roz. All right. Looking at the list now, we're dwindling, we're getting there. On deck, we have Principe, but stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for CP Maze. Unmute and take it away when you are ready.
I know that guy.
I actually came just to support Joeski, like to show love. I didn't really have anything.
Nah, bro, look. You gotta spit. I'm in the woods
Hold
right
up,
now
hold up,
with my
hold up,
homie,
hold up,
and he
hold
needs
up.
to hear some CP Mays in his life, bro. We out in the woods. I came to see CP. Where you at? You better show up, show out, man. What's good?
All right, I got you. All right. For everybody, it's called Brainstorms Watch Me. I love the rush. Stop trying to blow out the trick candles in my opera house. Stop with the I need to stop with my stop sign smile. Stop speeding through the school zones of my childish. Stop road raging against self-love, saying I'm tired of you questioning my intentions. Stop tailgating your washed up wishes with dirty dishes in karma's kitchen sink maze. Stop leaving all of your filthy, forgive me, fucked up past dirty laundry in her washing machine mouth. Stop straight jackets and boxer briefs from keeping you from bumping your pride inside of her padded walls, and stop letting fashionable straight jackets wrap their it's okay. I expected you to run away, arms around you. Stop taking your straight jacket joints into pawn shops just to see how much an honest hug is worth. I am shitty tap water 4 seconds away from being turned into wine. A choke back words chased with a shot of swallow someone else's pride. A water into wine, angry alcoholic drunk, picking sloppy fist fights with other religious gods, y'all. I am a really good reason to buy your pastors cocktails at strip clubs that specialize in all nude revelations. Let me borrow a buck beautiful. I need to pay my low self-esteem something to do better with its life. I'm a hardly sober lifetime, screaming at the DJs on the ones and twos in heaven to play my favorite love song. My favorite love song sounds like the filament in a flocks of fireflies all being turned on at once. My favorite love song was written by Mother Mary and produced by Mary Magdalene. My favorite love song, when sung in Spanish, is entitled Hijo de Puta. My tunnel lights are sponsored by Forgotten Faces from all the women I should have loved. Curtain calling up fight or flight from exes to ex-wife to exes kick rocks when you exit stage right. Too much mouth to mouth in the suffocating. It's why I packed up all of my good breaths and left my finding solutions to drinking problems. Left my drinking problems with stronger drinking problems. Left my focus focused on I can give a fuck about what you thinking problems. Left my sanity sitting lonely, swimming slowly, only from tip jar to tip jar, loving lonely, hold me closely. Left my leftover love me, love handle hands, holding closed capping mechanisms too tight. Please heighten my sixth sense, don't let me fall in love with someone else's Achilles heel tonight. Disobedient even in the face of death. Defiantly defiant. I don't play with the full deck. Knowing Grim Reapers by their nicknames is how I showed them signs of respect. You hijo de puta. Poem.
Yo, like Shocky told you the other week, look, that was the most worst poem I've ever heard in my life. You should stop right now with poetry and give us all a fucking chance, bro.
I know, man. It's either that or
Wow.
like work at strip clubs, but I don't believe in shaving my legs. So I don't think I'll make a lot of money working in the strip club. So
Hey, there's some kink. You know, there's some people who like
this is
that
true.
shit.
I'm gonna stick with poetry for a little while.
And
Get
with
my
that
pectoral.
All right, I guess.
And with that said, let's seriously unmute and show some love for CP Mays.
Hey,
Woo!
love you, Joeski.
Hell yeah.
You're ridiculous.
I love you too,
You're
brother. Thank
absolutely
you.
ridiculous.
I was originally gonna just interrupt and stop you from being like bullied into something you didn't want to do, but I guess you were down for the count, so I appreciate your flexibility. With that said, one more time for CP Mays.
Hey, y'all in for a show tonight and next week. Bob is going to be here next week. Oh my fucking god! This is 2 weekends back to back. It's about to be insane.
Oh hell yeah! I just want to quickly confirm, Deneen, would you like to perform tonight? Because I currently have.
No, I don't want to perform.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let me just make sure I clarify that, because I had you on deck. Correction now, I'm on deck. But stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for Principe. Unmute and take it away when you are ready, man.
These presidential elections are litigations for the masses. These silly bastards are alliterations. Each one rhyming together. We need to take 6, reassess each pick. No matter the party, we lost. We're lost in whirlpools of snake eyes. You can debate all you want. Remember, major in truth, like it's college. Just know each party has its origin story. Forever clenched on history's teeth. We need determinists for the political games. Shame, shame, shame on all of us. Every 4 years we play hangman, spelling VOTE. Are we good spellers? Yeah, some don't know what they're voting for, even me. History is plain to see, telling truthful tales that rings a bell. Please be all that you can be. It's my first poem, and I'll read another one. Sunshine Gods. The sunshine gods have risen this summer. Each day, they beam down on me, even shooting a volt of energy in me, an edict from the gods to love up on myself. I don't want to surrender this electric feeling, but nature is the individualist, always doing his own thing. While I can, I will stand in the pleasure of this sweet leisure in the writing by still cold waters, floating like silver surfer, dislocating emotion from my crown chakra. So I hate to say goodbye to what pushes me from the coziness of home, to what simple and beautiful. My New York trip was a swirl and pearl. I stayed in the Lower East Side. I seen clusters of people enjoying the nightlife. I devoured wonderful food, whizzing subways in muggy, dry heat, hover like fighter jets. Impressive art grasping at my face. It was a race to get home. The Sunshine Gods had their way this summer, and I'll read one more poem. Unbeknownst to my 91, unbeknownst to my 921 eyes, I would be a poet. That year, God sowed a freedom writer. This poet lived life with minimum effort. Now it's time for me to up the benchmark. My life had been marred with loneliness and sin, so I'm hitting sin to Hades. Their dreams in the outer world that are waiting for me. I would be a fool not to sell those sturdy ships. Those dilapidated dated habits I grapple with stain my eyes from seeing my dreams through. Sitting in sitting in my inflection point, I'm the answer to breaking ties. Since I've been living with minimum effort, it's for this comment to shoot high. Thank you.
Everybody unmute and show some love for Principe at this time. Yeah.
Principe, get it.
Oh man, it's been a little while, but it's always nice to be able to see and hear from you. I hope all is well with you on your end. I consider you a member of this community and this family, and yeah, definitely, definitely nice to see you around. One more time, please give it up for Principe at this time. I'm just loving the meeting chat and just hearing, well, not hearing, but like reading the some of the dope lines. But seriously, every year we do play Hangman. Like not every 4 years we do play Hangman. And I like how the word is spelled VOTE. I don't know about the people's ability to spell here. It's kind of staggering. It scares me sometimes. But important to be able to address those matters in the way that you do. And thank you for dropping your Instagram. And with that said, I just want to let everybody know here if you got like any social media presence, if you got anything on sale, what have you, all promotional bits, please post that in the meeting chat, because this is a way for us as a community to support you and help you grow, and that way all of us grow together. It's There we go. Awesome. Utilize that chat. Network. Grow together. Fuck yeah. Um okay. So we're dwindling away here. We're gonna be we're just a poet away from the Joeski C feature, but alas, I am that poet. So everybody please unmute and give it up for your host today. Woo! All right. Cool. Let's see what I got here. All right. Here's a cute little piece that I whipped up recently. I haven't been writing a whole lot lately, but here's some recent shit. I call this I love the word chemistry. Let's both have a hand at the wheel navigating the pathways we can take together. I have a lust for life and a passion for passion, and life has a funny old fashion of clashing a couple souls swimming in the same old fishbowl onto a path that leads to a whimsical, wholesome rabbit hole, falling madly, badly, and gladly, laughing maniacally, basking in the madness of it all, fully going full Bruce Lee into this like a 1-inch love punch that brings us to our knees, creating a new religion based on intimate spirituality. Let's explore in the style of a completionist gamer playing any RPG, leveling up and discovering new side quests at ease because we got experience points for weeks. And the idea of venturing into uncharted territory piques my interest heavily. I like new stories. Let's co-write and coexist in this romantic odyssey. The depth I'm willing to open for emotional penetration is infinite. How sturdy is your submarine? How durable is your equipment? How much can you handle before getting to the bottom of the candle? I hide nothing. So have at it at this all-you-can-eat buffet. Eat to your fill and to your heart's content every day. My appetite may match yours in ways you didn't expect. Feed me your yin. Let's practice spiritual law and see what happens next. If you can bear me I can easily bear you any and all vulnerabilities, road mapping traumas, triumphs, and tragedies that turn me into the anomaly that stands before thee. I don't want to make this travel any more difficult than it needs to be. So, fellow traveler, make camp here. You're safe with me. Let's both have a hand at the wheel as we get a better feel of this thing we call life together. No sales pitch, just the real deal. Poem. So there's that piece. And now I'm going to probably change things in a very drastic direction, or not. My poetry is unpredictable. So with that said, here's a piece I haven't read in a little while, but it's fun to do a voice. This one's called Proper Hunger. Oh, Mumsy, beacon of light, render my hunger out of sight. I think you gave me the wrong Wonka chocolate bar. But the definition of wrong can be so subjective. I feel fine. Just abysmal hunger swallow me whole, mother. Mum, my tum-tum deserves a little yum-yum, so give me some of that fun from my tum-tum. I want to be gobbling on some cheddar goblin mac and cheese, please. Give me soup, give me fries, give me burgers from Five Guys. Ooh, yeah! Ravioli, ravioli, feed me all your cannolis. Me wants honeycomb, me wants cookie crisp, me wants Chili's baby back ribs. Mother, I wish for crab rangoon. Mother, the Rangoon, mother. Do I need to embarrass you in public again, mother? Do I have to gaslight you to thinking you aren't a good mother so I can get my proper helping of Rangoon, mother? Why must we exercise such measures onto you, mother? I am only just a young lad who was looking at pasta salad in the way Dan Schneider looks at child stars or the way thieves look at expensive cars. I'm hungry and I cannot control myself anymore, mother. I will flip this peaceful afternoon into hell on earth if you don't feed me, if you don't get me food, specifically the Rangoon, mother. And if I have to repeat myself once more, mother, so help me God, in the name of Rangoon, there'll be nobody to blame but yourself when the inevitable occurs if we do not feed this belly. The Rangoon, mother. Feed me the Rangoon. Poem. Da 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 da. Yeah, so there's that.
Everybody, do me a favor, real quick. I want y'all to show so much love for this man, Dre, because not only is he an amazingly talented poet, he's an amazingly talented host. He is an amazingly talented being all around. Do me a big favor, unmute yourselves. Give it up for the Open Minds host, Dre Reyes.
Yeah.
Why don't you do voiceovers for animation studios, man? I swear, your
Oh,
range is.
jeez. I would love to do that. I don't know how I would do that, but
I think
I
you
guess
got the chops.
maybe I need like a demo reel or something. I don't know how that works, but
Hey,
yeah.
hey, hey.
Is that a sound test or was that just you saying hey?
Oh, brother, I'm sorry. I thought I was muted.
No, it's all good.
Hey!
It's all good. All right, with that said, one more time, give it up for me. That was fun. Thank you for sharing space.
Everybody, one more time, give it up for Dre Reyes.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all check out the Slam Jam tomorrow.
Oh, I am excited for the Slam Jam tomorrow. Hope to see all y'all there, or at least some of y'all. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this Zoom room. And that's just one of many events that we have weekly. But enough of all that. I'm just excited for the feature. The reason why we're all here tonight. Oh man. First time I ever heard Joeski see it was most likely on New Rican Poets Cafe sometime last fall. And I just dig that sound. If you aren't familiar with the sounds, you are gonna want to like subscribe to him in some way, shape, or form. But in the short bio I have here, and I just love how brief it is, it's so to the point. Joeski C is a songwriter and poet who believes music can change the world. I'm a firm believer of that. All of us here are a believer of that. And we believe in Joeski C. At this time, give it up for Joeski C, the feature of tonight's Open Minds Open Mic.
Hey, Dre. So I'm sad to report I'm having a technical issue. You know what it is? I have a dead 9-volt battery. So it's a little disappointing, but I'm gonna roll anyway, and I'm hoping you can hear my guitar as I go. Okay? Thank you everyone for coming, and I so appreciate being invited. And I'm sorry about the battery. But here we go. 79 years ago on this date, the US dropped a nuclear bomb on Nagasaki, Japan, obliterating the city and murdering its people. Images of Gaza come to mind, the extreme devastation, the disregard for innocent lives. I'm going to play some songs I've written about this, about warnings on pamphlets dropped from the sky, about people forced to leave their homes, about promises, absurd promises of safety for only 4 hours a day. But first, the bells toll for Nagasaki. "4 hours a day, that's what they say, to walk on the road when the sky stops falling. 4 hours a day, pause they say, listen for your children calling. 4 hours a day, trying to escape. What will we do when the bombs start falling? "4 hours a day, a frantic pace, race to locate your sons and daughters. 4 hours a day, to grieve and to pray, can't find a way to escape this slaughter. 4 hours a day, trying to escape. What will we do when the bombs start falling? Pamphlets, death threats, scattered on the ground. The border's a gate, locked by hate. Dreams emigrate like Birds in heaven and babies who cry haven't died, but there's no escape from this Armageddon. 4 hours a day trying to escape. What will we do when the bombs start? What will we do when the bombs start? What will we do when the bombs start falling? Family forced to flee in Gaza to reach the end of the road in Gaza. Vacant eyes, traumatized, watch the ground, watch the sky. No tears to cry in Gaza. It's a game of where you stand in Gaza. Bombs incinerate the land in Gaza. Shelter in a hospital, people crowded wall to wall. No place else to go in Gaza. Got no water, got no tears. It's only thirst, it's only fear. Death is stalking everywhere in Gaza. They stormed the last hospital in Gaza, where oxygen's worth more than gold in Gaza. Adding to the deadly toll, soldiers come to sell their souls. There's no place else to go in Gaza. Got no water, got no tears. It's only thirst, it's only fear. Death is stalking everywhere in Gaza. Family of refugees in Rafah reach the end of the road in Rafah. Water's off, food is gone, million people hanging on. No place left to run in Gaza. Got no tears to cry, got no tears to cry. All the tears are dry in Gaza. Ain't no holy book can justify hatred from the sky. Hatred rides on kites, still you wonder why. Ain't no holy book can confiscate all this real estate, ends up in such hate. Ain't no holy book can justify hatred from the sky. No holy book can justify ending all these lives. No holy book can justify dropping all these bombs on civilians, on the children. Where we raised our children, where they raised our homes, where there's no water to cry, just can't justify. Ain't no holy book can justify hatred from the sky. Leaders telling lies, hatred rides on kites, hatred rides on planes, dropping bombs we signed, dropping bombs we signed. Ain't no holy book can justify hatred from the sky. No holy book can justify dropping all these lives. No holy book can justify dropping all these bombs on civilians, on the children. Not in our name. Thunder without rain, not in our name. Can wash away these stains, not in our name. A choir of moms heard between the bombs, ashes in the flames, not in our name. Bombs replace the rain, not in our name. All the children slain, not in our name. Funeral pyre, a wailing choir's refrain, ashes in the flames, not in our name. Who's to blame, the pilot or the plane? Who's to blame for bombs that feel no shame? Who's to blame, and who will pay the tax the reaper claims? Not in our name. Not in our name. Though they try to hide, not in our name. these scenes of genocide, not in our name. A funeral pyre, a wailing choir's refrain, ashes in the flames, not in our name. Who's to blame? The pilot or the plane? Who's to blame for bombs that feel no shame? Who's to blame? And who will pay the tax the reaper claims? Not in our name. Is there a God dancing on the mountain tops? Is there a God dancing on the mountain tops? I feel the earth is shaking, foundations breaking, seismic revelation. Oh my God. Is there a God who weeps into the ocean? Is there a God who weeps into the ocean? Cry so much, the sea so high, all these tears have alibis or reasons. Water into wine, loaves for all the hungry people. I know you know how to turn bombs into flowers, turn bombs into flowers, into flowers. Flowers blow on lava flows in geologic rhyme, but buildings crash like avalanche, and we ain't got no time. Is there a God dancing on the mountain tops? Is there a God dancing on the mountain tops? I feel the earth is shaking, all these lives forsaken. On my knees I'm praying. Water into wine, loaves for all the hungry people. I know you know how to turn bombs into flowers, turn bombs into flowers, turn these bombs into flowers, into flowers. So I wrote this next song. This is my response to all these efforts to suppress our votes. And this is called, I Want to Live in a Democracy. I want to live in a democracy where it's easy to vote. Drop a ballot in a box, make it easy to vote. No more electoral college, we speak for ourselves. I want to live in a democracy. I want to live in a democracy where everyone's free. Nobody gonna end us with an AR-15. No senators delay. We must fix this right away. Now is the hour. Voice of the people reclaiming their power. Hear what I say. Senator, don't you stand in the way. I want to live in a democracy where women are free, where she controls her own life, her own body. Taliban legislate, Burqas in a caliphate. Now is the hour. Voice of the people reclaiming their power. Hear what I say. Senator, don't you stand in the way. I want to live in a democracy where it's easy to vote. Give everyone a holiday, make it easy to vote. No more lines, long and long. We won't eat then eat this song. I want to live in a democracy. I want to live in a democracy. I want to live in a democracy. So I wrote this next song about the culture wars. You know what I'm talking about. Banning books, rewriting Black history, can't say gay in Florida, and on and on. This is called Uncomfortable. I'm gonna, hold on one second. Try to get this guitar to come in a little better. Can't teach history, makes them uncomfortable. Can't teach science, makes them uncomfortable. Can't teach geography, from sea to shining sea. Led by the lost, counting the cost, makes them uncomfortable. Can't teach climate, makes them uncomfortable. Can't teach about heat, makes them uncomfortable. Can't teach about the cold, frozen hearts of old. People were bought, people were sold, makes them uncomfortable. Switch off the lights, turn off the car, in the dark between the stars. Can't teach about slavery, that makes them really uncomfortable. They didn't do it, that was somebody else. Privilege of skin, doors that let them in. Jim Crow was their kin, they feel it deep within, makes them uncomfortable. Switch off the lights, turn off the car, in the dark between the stars. can mention you. Makes them uncomfortable because you're you. Makes them uncomfortable. Florida can't say gay. There's rainbows every day. Makes them uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Makes them uncomfortable. So I wrote this next song about my mother-in-law, Lelia Marie Harris. This is called Lelia's Dream. When I met Lelia, we sat on her red steps, singing songs till the night. I love her daughter, she made me welcome, watching the years roll by. She said in her dream she could fly in her chair, so she flew through the window over the rooftops, over the streets of the town. She flew into the sky and up to the stars and didn't really want to come down. So I asked her that day, did she feel afraid? When she turned her face, so much grace, she lit up the whole place, lit up the whole place. She lit up the whole place with starlight. And this song is about what we need to do right now. Vote if you love yourself. Vote if you love anyone else. It's time to make changes. Open up the cages. Vote, there's so much to lose. Vote, it's time for us to choose. A vote for the ages. Open up the cages. Free the children. Jail Donald Trump. We are all migrants traveling through time, hoping to build something kind. Vote for our rainbow skin. Vote for your melanin. Vote for the ages. Open up the cages. Vote if you love this earth. Vote 'cause we all have worth. It's time to make changes. Open up the cages. Free the children. Jail Donald Trump. We are all migrants traveling through time, hoping to build something kind. Vote for a woman's choice. Vote 'cause we need your voice. Vote for the ages. Open up the cages. Let the children play. It'll be a brighter day. Free the children, jail Donald Trump. And for my last song, I wrote this song for our friend, the Magus, Gustav Sallis, the poet Gustav Sallis. He left us on June 28th, so I guess we gotta figure this shit out without him. But anyway, this is for Gustav, and it's called Bed of Poems. Let's make some good trouble. I can always count on you. Do your best to fix this mess. Spit a poem or two. Truth is the power in your words. Truth is the power, what I heard. Let's make some good trouble. Heard the words you said. Let's make some good trouble, even while you're in that bed. Let's make some good trouble, like John Lewis said. You can rest now upon this bed of poems. You can rest now upon this bed of poems. Washington Square, a borrowed mic, your words in flight. Remember there, it felt like freedom. Let's make some good trouble. I can always count on you. Speaking truth to power. Spit a poem or two. Hearts in migration send you love. Hearts in migration send you love. Let's make some good trouble. Heard the words you said. Let's make some good trouble, even while you're in that bed. Let's make some good trouble, like John Lewis said. You can rest now upon this bed of poems. You can rest now upon this bed of poems. You can rest now upon this bed of poems. Thank you so much for being here and for listening to my songs. Deeply appreciated.
Everybody, please unmute and give it up for such a special human being in Joeski C.
Yeah.
Joeski.
Joeski. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
And to end the way you did, Joeski, like I was kind of upset because DoorDash was delivering my liquor I planned on drinking while listening to you play. So like I literally missed like the first song, and I felt so bad about it that I drug my wife in so she could hear the rest of your music. Super dope set, Joeski.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Sober. This is being said sober, so you know it's dope, Joeski.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for that. It was beautiful. Thank you so much.
That was awesome, Joeski. That was awesome. Off the chain, bro.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It was an amazing experience to have listened to that entire set. And please try to utilize this feature because this is going to be recorded and uploaded on YouTube. I try to get exposure with that. Holy shit!
Were you able to hear my guitar?
Wonderfully, we were able to hear that wonderfully. It was like, you know, the 9-volt thing. Sure, that might have sucked, but we were still able to hear you crystal clear, I would say. I didn't get any complaints from the chat whatsoever. And please, if you haven't already, please give it up for Joeski C.
Yay, Joeski.
Joeski C.
Yeah.
Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you so much. That was
I want to
amazing.
play you every autumn and every winter and every spring and summer.
Joeski, this is proof that your album will work.
Yes.
Right? Everybody sat here for the entire length of your album. Nobody fucking moved. It will work, sir. Record it.
Yep.
Please.
Thank you.
Let the church say amen.
Amen.
There's no credible excuse for you not to record that, like Elemental is saying, but I'm not putting the onus on you. That was just about as sublime as it goes, Joeski.
Hey, Joeski, the guitar sounded great too. No problem.
Oh, thank you, Ngoma.
Yeah.
It was, I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you so much. Much love to everybody. Thanks for listening. That is a gift you've given me.
And you in return have given us the gifts of Joeski C.
Yay.
And with
Just
that,
you
and
have
with
a
that
style
said,
that
oh, sorry, what was that?
Joeski has a style that reaches the heart. You know, there are poetry that are satisfying to the mind, and then there are those that goes to the heart and soul, and we all feel them and we understand what's going on. And amidst our helplessness, we feel a kind of hope and faith, and at the same time, there's solemnity, but beauty and exquisite sublimity, and the whole thing just gels together, and it makes us feel more human and gives us more hope. And Joeski has this blend of intonation and rhythm and lyrics and words and verse and rhymes that all mesh together to create a kind of flowery orchestra and the garden of love that just put the whole thing together.
That's what I think.
Thank you, Lantern.
Lantern,
Yes.
can you just keep talking? That would just be awesome.
Oh, hi. Hey, you'd make CP jealous, you know.
Fine, he's a Marine. He'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Me and Baba and Joeski gonna go on tour. I get a new wife. Don't worry about it. I get a new wife.
You're so crazy.
That may be true, but she'll send them back in about a week or so it's fine.
I'm done with you. I'm going on mute.
All right, my goodness. Wow. I'm just blessed to be in this position to be with y'all tonight and to be sharing space, to be witnessing some splendid spoken word from everyone tonight, and our feature Joeski C just bringing us some melodic magic into our lives that was so much needed. And with gratitude, thank you for doing what you're able to do tonight. And so I just want to thank all of y'all here sharing space and participating. And with that said, this will be concluding an episode, yet another episode of Open Minds, Open Mic. But before we go, I just want to quickly share y'all some events that are coming up. So in the meeting chat, you'll see that there will be some 4 flyers. So with that said, tomorrow, again, in this same Zoom room, we're going to be seeing the Slam Jam with special guest coach Balance. He's a beast from the Northeast, and if you aren't familiar with his work, he is definitely one you want to check into. Don't miss out. Slam, it's me a slam workshop and open mic, so all performance artists are welcome, and all performance artists are welcome in Chaos Magic every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This same Zoom room. Also next Friday we have another episode of Open Minds Open Mic, but that's not just another episode. We got Baba and Goma as our special guest feature, and also we're gonna be doing some tributes throughout the night for our birthday man, in spirit, the Magus. Best of Solace. And also check out Word Jammin' with Jane Spoken Word. She's also going to be doing a tribute show to the Magus, so check that out on August 20th. That's going to be on a Tuesday. More details on her Instagram. But with that said, that's it. That's it, man. Until next time, please keep writing. Please keep loving. Peace and love to y'all. Have a good night.
Dre, you're doing such a marvelous job.